Good morning, children. Let us start today's class. Okay. Already we have seen that basic proportionality theorem. So here how we can write basic proportionality theorem also you have seen. Now we have to do the problems based on basic proportionality theorem. Let us try the first sum, then you will have the idea how to apply that one. In the given figure, DE parallel to BC and find the EC in first question and AD in the second. So here you are having two diagram is given. Then one by one we have to okay, one by one we have to do. So here it is already given that DE parallel to BC. So let us see the first diagram. DE parallel to BC. So yesterday we have seen that last class we have seen that the basic proportionality theorem. So line drawn parallel to the one side of the triangle, then we can write that AD by DB equal to AE by EC. So the line parallel is already given, so we can apply basic proportionality theorem. So we are assuming that EC equal to X. This is unknown to us, just a simple sum only. So by BPT theorem, what we can write, AD by DB equal to AE by EC. So we have written AD by, this is the parallel point line. So D and E are the division point of the line. So AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Just substitute the values and solve for the X. So what is the value we are getting? X equal to 2. What is the meaning of this one? EC equal to 2 centimeter. So direct formula we have, direct theorem we have applied here. That is basic proportionality theorem. One parallel line is given, based on that we are writing. There is a, you can go for a direct substitution value also. 1.5 by 3 equal to 1 by X also, or 1 by EC also we can write, and we can solve for EC equal to 2 centimeter. Now the second question, it is asked that what is AD? So AD is given as we have taken as a X and DB as 7.2, AE equal to 1.8 and EC equal to 5.4. Same rule, already DE parallel to BC is given in the question. So one parallel line is given, the other two sides are in the same ratio. So AD by DB equal to AE by EC by basic proportionality theorem. Now what is the next step? We should substitute the values there. X by 7.2 equal to 1.8 by 5.4. Just solve, cross multiply and solve. What is the answer we are getting there? AD equal to 2.4 centimeter. Now the second question. E and F are the points on the sides PQ and PR of the triangle PQR. For each of the following, state whether EF parallel to QR, right? So three questions are given, just values are given, diagram is not given there. So PE equal to 3.9, the first question, EQ equal to 3, PF equal to 3.6, FR equal to 2.4. Now what is the second question? PE 4, QE 4.5, PF 8, RF 9. Then PQ equal to 1.28, PR equal to 2.56, PE equal to 0.18 and PF equal to 0.36 centimeters. So three questions are given. According to the question, E and F are the points on the side PQ and the PR of the triangle P. So one PQR. So what we will do here, we will go for one by one only. So the first question here we are take down. The diagram is drawn there. E and F is marked on the triangle PQR on side PQ and PR respectively. Now what is PE? PE marked here 3.9 because the diagram is not given. We are only writing, we are only drawing that one. EQ 3, then PF 3.6 and FR 2.4. Now the question is asked converse BPT theorem only. So the values are given. Now we have to check that whether EF is parallel to QR. So we are writing the values, that we are finding the ratio of the left side, that is PE by EQ, right? We are finding the ratio P by EQ. What is the ratio we are getting there? 1.3 because the values are 3.9 by 3. Now what is the next step? PF by FR. The second case also we have, so it is equal to 1.5. Now if you check both the values are not the same. They are not in the same ratio. So what we can write? EF is not parallel with the QR. So this is converse BPT theorem we have applied there. We have checked that whether the ratios are same. If it is not same, what we can write? The line is not parallel. Second question, PE equal to 4 centimeter, QE equal to 4.5 centimeter, PF equal to 8, RF equal to 9 centimeter. If you check the diagram, it is marked with a 4, 4.5 and 8 and 9. What is the next step? Each side ratio we should check. What is the first ratio? PE by EQ. What is the answer we are getting? 8 by 9. 4 by 4.5. That is 8 by 9. Similarly, the other side ratio PF by FR, that is already 8 by 9 only. So what is the answer we are getting? Both the ratio are same here. So what is the answer here we are getting? The line EF is parallel with the QR. So what we should write here? EF parallel to QR, right? So the ratio same by converse BPT. What is the conclusion we can make here? Means the line is parallel. Third question. PQ 1.28, PR 2.56, PE 0.18 and PF 0.36. So compared to the previous questions, here the total length is given. That is 1.28, that is PQ, and other side that is PR, it is equal to 2.56. Last class only we have explained when the line is parallel in the three way you can write, isn't it? So here what we have taken, PE is taken, and with respect to which side, the longest side, that is PQ is taken. So PE by PQ we have applied here, and what is the value? The 0.18 divided by 1.28, and your answer is 9 by 64. PE by PQ also we can write it directly, that is the application of BPT theorem only. So we got the simplification as 9 by 64. Similarly, PF by FR also we have calculated. Sorry, PF by PR. So PR is given as 2.56, whereas PF equal to 0.36. After the simplification, it is also equal to 9 by 64. That means both the ratios are same. So what is the conclusion we can make? PE by PQ equal to PF by PR. What is the meaning? EF is parallel with the QR. So we have checking that whether it is parallel. So this time also we got a parallel only. So I think three questions we have attempted here. The first, except the first one is not parallel there, and the second one also we got parallel, and third one also we got a parallel. I think now BPT theorem is very clear to you. When the line is parallel, then the two sides of the triangle are in the same ratio. And converse, what states that when the ratios are same, two sides ratios are same, then naturally the line is parallel to the third side. Question number 3. In the given figure, LM parallel to CB and LN parallel to CD. Prove that AM by AB equal to AN by AD. So LM parallel to CB only. So I'll just mark in the diagram LM parallel to CB, right? So we will write based on this only one parallel line we have marked here, which is that one LM parallel to CB. So this question we should identify the triangle correctly. Which is the triangle we have to take? Triangle ABC, right? So LM is the division point. L and M if you are taking, then what is the division point? L and M only. So in three way we can write. What is that one? AL by LC equal to AM by MB, right? AL by LC we can write, but we don't want this one because it is given that AM by AB we should prove. So that type of the ratio we are taking. That means AM is AM by AB. Sorry, AM AC should be written here. Okay. Here I should write AC only. Okay. So here AL by AC I should write, right? AL by LC is the direct application of the basic proportionality theorem, but here we need the total length AB, so we are going for AL by AC, right? So here we have written in the first case AL by AC is equal to AM by AB. But same rule only, but the total length we have considered. Which triangle we have considered? The triangle ABC. Right. Now, what is the next parallel? Next condition is given LN parallel to CD. So another parallel line is here. LN. So second line it is. So two arrows we should put. LN parallel to CD. Similarly, we will write AL by AC. We have already written for the first part. The same part also we will write AL by AC equal to AN by AD. Now, what is the case here? You can see both the right hand side you are getting AL by AC only. So from 1 and 2, what is the conclusion we can make? AM by AB equal to AN by AD. Hence proved. We got the answer. Once again, because it's an easy sum, make it clear in your mind now how to write the steps. After that, you will go, you feel easy for this exercise only. So what is the question is given? LM parallel to CB, LN parallel to CD. So you can write it that AM by MB only you can write it. But here we want AB and AD. If you check the diagram, it is the total length. So we are applying according to that, and we are writing the first ratio as AM by AB equal to AL by AC. Next, AN by AD equal to AL by AC. So after writing the first and second equation, what you observe there? You observing that both right hand side are same, so left hand side are also equal only. AM by AB equal to AN by AD, hence proved. I think the question is very clear to you. Now the third question. In the figure, DE parallel to AC. So here DE is parallel to AC is given, right? Similarly, DF parallel to AE. That's the second line. DF parallel to AE. So what we should prove? BF by FE equal to BE by EC. BF by FE equal to BE by EC. Okay. Now see that one. The first condition is that DE parallel to AC. So that much diagram only we have taken here, right? DE parallel to AC. Now I think you can write it easily. BE by EC is there in the question, right? So according to that, we are writing BE by EC equal to, for E, what is the point A? Corresponding point is D. So BD by DA we have written. This is the first equation. We have taken only one parallel line. We have not taken the complete diagram. So DE parallel to AC we have used here. So what is the answer we are getting? BD by DA equal to BE by EC. What is the reason for this one? BPT, right? Next, we got the first equation. Similarly, we are going for the second line. What is the second line? DF parallel to AE. So I'll mark here DF parallel to AE. Now I think the diagram is very clear to you which parallel line to be considered. Now we should go for again what is to be proved. What is to be proved? BF by FE equal to BE by EC. So already here we got a BE by EC only in the first equation. Now what is left here? BF by FE. So we are going from the second diagram. BF by FE equal to what? So BF by FE equal to, if you check the diagram for F, what is the letter? D. So BD by DA, right? For E, what is the letter? A only. Corresponding letters you should identify. So BD by DA. Now the right side of the first equation and the second equation, right now, sorry, left side of the first equation and the second equation are same. What is the left side? LHS are same here, BD by DA only. So what is the conclusion we can make it? BE by EC equal to BF by FE. So what is required for us? This is proved, hence proved we can write. Just if you identify which are the parallel line, and according to the question we should write the corresponding sides ratio correctly, then we can prove this type of the questions very easily only. Question number 5. DE parallel to OQ and DF parallel to OR. So here only diagram is given. So DE is the first line parallel to OQ. DF is parallel to OR. then show that what is EF parallel to QR. This is to be proved. Since I have not used the given to prove and all method, because you already know that it is MCQ pattern only. Simply I will write and you will not write only, I know that, so I avoided that steps. So that is the proper steps given to prove construction and everything to be written. Now I'm not writing directly, we are the proof, that much only required now because of the pattern. So we got two types of parallel line, which are they? One is DE parallel with the OQ, and one is DF parallel with the OR. Now we will go for the question one by one only. I have taken in the first diagram what is parallel line. DE parallel to OQ. So once we identified, then we can write easily. So PE by EQ equal to PD by DO. I think you understood very well this first equation. PE by EQ equal to PD by DO. And similarly, the second parallel line is the second side of the triangle, that is DF parallel to OR only. So we have applied the PF by FR equal to PD by DO. So both the equation, if you check, PD by DO is the common. So the left hand side we can equate. What is the answer? PE by EQ equal to PF by FR. Now the question comes that the ratios are same. Check into the given diagram. PE by EQ. See that one. PE, E is the division point, right? E is the division point. Now the next part is PF by FR. So F is the division point here. Now that is the ratio are equal. We got PE by EQ equal to PF by FR only. So we already decided which is the division point. Which is the division point? EF. So we'll write EF parallel to which one? So what is the ending point of that one? Q and R only, right? Q and R. So what is the conclusion we are making? EF parallel to QR only. Actually, we should write as converse BPT, right? The reason is converse BPT we should write. Not write bicycle proportionality theorem. By BPT we cannot write. It should be added converse then, right? So just once again what we have given here, two parallel lines are given. Now we have to prove that EF parallel to QR. So what we have done here, we have marked one by one and we have taken the first equation and the second equation by basic proportionality theorem. That is PE by EQ equal to PD by DO. And similarly, the right side diagram, from that one we can write PF by FR equal to PD by DO. After that, what is the conclusion we are making? Both the right hand side are equal, then left hand side are also equal. Therefore, what is the answer we are getting? PE by EQ equal to PF by FR. So, what is the answer we are getting? EF parallel to QR by converse BPT. Same way, another question also is given. A, B, C are the points on OP, OQ, OR respectively. Then AB such that AB parallel to PQ, AC parallel to PR, then BC parallel to QR. So already given that AB parallel to PQ, AC parallel to PR. Now what is left line? That is BC, right? BC and QR. That should be parallel, we should prove. Right. So one by one we are taking. Now what is the first step? AB parallel to PQ. Right. Now AB parallel to PQ. What we can write there? OA by AP equal to OB by BQ. I think nothing is difficult. You understood that if the line are parallel, how to write that one? OA by AP equal to OB by BQ by BPT theorem. Now what is the second parallel line? AC parallel to PR. See, AC parallel to PR. Here also second parallel line is marked, right? So what we can write here? OA by AP equal to OC by CR only. Now what is the first and second? You compare OA by AP, that is the left hand side. See that one? The left hand side are equal. So what is the conclusion we are making? OB by BQ equal to OC by CR. Naturally, you understood that from this only you can make out the point which is the division B and C. BC parallel to QR only, right? From the numerator, we will get the first part BC. The denominator will get a Q and R only. Now for confirming, we will go for once again the diagram only. What is the diagram is given there? Okay, we have got what is the ratio? What we have got here, OB by BQ equal to OC by CR. So just to check the diagram, OB by OB by BQ equal to OC by CR. So that B and C are the division point, and the below what is the point we are getting? Q and R only. So now what is the answer we are getting? BC parallel to QR. BC parallel to QR only. So now what is the required proof? That one? So BC parallel to QR. So hence proved we can write. Now the next question, seventh one. Prove that a line drawn through midpoint of one side of the triangle parallel to the another side bisects the third side. I think you remember this theorem last year class only. Last year ninth class we have proved that midpoint theorem. The same theorem only, it is nothing else. What is the condition they are told? The midpoint of one side. Midpoint of the one side means if you check the diagram, triangle ABC we have drawn and we have taken as P as the midpoint for AB. So that means AP and a PB. So midpoint one side we have decided and parallel to the another side. So PQ is parallel to BC. That is the second side. Now what we should prove? That is bisects the third side. That means we should get that AQ by QC, or we can say that AQ equal to QC. AQ equal to QC, we should get the third side when only bisecting equal property. Now what is given in the question? AP equal to PB because the midpoint, right? But we are written here AP equal to PB. Now, basic proportionality theorem. This year we have learned that when the line is parallel to the one side of the triangle, the other two sides are in the same ratio, right? So we have written that by BPT, what we can write? AQ by QC equal to AP by PB. But AP and PB are equal only. So instead of AP, you can substitute PB, or instead of PB, you can substitute AP. So the right side, it became 1. Both are equal. So it is equal to 1 only. So what is the meaning of AQ by QC? AQ by QC equal to 1, or we can say AQ equal to QC. So what is the meaning of this one? Q is the midpoint of AC. So we have learned that the line bisects the third side. So once again, midpoint theorem we have proved here by using BPT concept, right? Midpoint theorem, one side midpoint theorem is midpoint is there, another side it is parallel. So the third side naturally it is bisecting. So what we got here? AQ equal to QC only. So P is the midpoint of AB. PQ parallel to BC, then Q is the midpoint of AC. Very simple proof only. We have taken P is the midpoint, so both are equal. AP and PB are equal. Basic proportionality theorem, we got AQ by QC equal to 1. What is the result for this one? AQ equal to QC. One more question we have. Okay. Prove that line joining the midpoints of any two sides of the triangle is parallel to the third side. That means this time it is a midpoint only, midpoint theorem. I think last time it is converse midpoint theorem. This is midpoint theorem. Here it is given that midpoint of any two sides. That means P and a Q are what is the midpoint of AB and AC. So naturally we can write that AP and PB are equal, and what about right side? AQ and QC are equal only. Now what we should prove? PQ parallel to BC. It's given that P and Q are midpoint. Now what is to be proved? PQ parallel to BC on. Since it is a midpoint, what we can write there? We can write AP and a PB are equal. Here it is written AQ and a QC are equal only. Now if you take the ratio, what is we can write for AP by PB? It is also equal to 1. What about AQ by QC? That is also equal to 1. That what is the meaning of this one? Both are equal. Both the ratios are equal. So what is the concept we are having? Both the ratios are equal, then the line is parallel. Converse basic proportionality theorem here we have proved it. When the ratios are equal, the line is parallel, right? So by using the concept of BPT theorem, we have proved a midpoint theorem as well as converse midpoint theorem, right? So this question also completed. Question number 9. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB parallel to DC and its diagonal intersect each other at the point O. Now show that AO by BO equal to CO by DO. Already it is given that it is a trapezium, and which line is parallel? AB parallel to DC. Right? Now we have to take that a construction here. What is the construction? EF parallel to AB. Right? So by this what you can write, all the three lines are parallel only. AB is parallel to CD, EF is parallel to AB. That means all the three lines are parallel. Now we got the three parallel lines only. Now we have to prove that AO by BO equal to CO by D only. So now let us see the triangle ADC we are taking. See, EO is parallel to D. EF is parallel to DC, then what is the meaning of EO is parallel to DC also? So for the shaded triangle, what you can write? AE by DE equal to AO by CU. AE by DE equal to AO by CU. Now the same triangle only we have considered here ABD only, but now the parallel line we have changed. Which is the parallel line this time? EF parallel to AB. This we have considered here. So what we can write here? The same order AE by DE here we have calculated. The same order we are taking AE by DE only. But the right side, what is the answer we are getting? BO by DO. So by this, what is the conclusion we can make? Means the right side of 1 and 2 are equal. So final answer is AO by CO equal to BO by DO. But we want the answer in the form denominator is BO. So just a cross multiplying and bringing to that one. AO by BO equal to CO by DO, right? So once again, what is given that ABCD is a trapezium in which AB parallel to DC only. Now what is the next step we are having? We have to prove that. Now we have to prove that AO by BO equal to CO by DO. So what is the step we have taken? We have taken a construction EF parallel to AB. By this what we are happening? All the three lines are parallel. So we got the concept that AB parallel to EF parallel to DC. Now one by one we have to go. Which triangle we have taken? Triangle ADC. In that EO parallel to DC. So here AE by DE or ED equal to AO by CO. So we have got AO by CO equal to AE by DE by using BPT only in the first equation. The same triangle only we have taken because we want what is BO by DO also, right? So this time we have changed the parallel line. What is the parallel line there? EF parallel to AP. So the direction changed. The number is the letters what we have used here is AE by DE equal to BO by D only. Only we are changing the parallel lines. By this, what is the conclusion we are making? AO by CO equal to BO by DO only. After this, we required BO here. So we are doing cross multiplication. Right? So we are bringing AO by BO equal to CO by DO only. Now, one more question is there. I think we can complete this one. That is the converse of the statement. Here it is given that ninth question it is given that a trapezium is given, right? And show that AO by BO equal to CO by DO. Now, this question, if you see, the diagonals of the quadrilateral intersect each other. and such that AO by BO equal to CO by DO, and show that ABCD is a trapezium. So ratio is given here. What is the ratio is given? AO by BO equal to CO by DO. We are arranging that, and AO by OC equal to BO by DO. See that diagram, AO by BO, if you take AO is here, right, and BO is this side. So we want in the straight line it is OC, so we are arranged in this way, AO by OC equal to BO by DO, right? So now we arranged the given part, nothing else we have done, right? Now again construction we have used, which is the construction OE parallel to AB. Now let us see that one. In triangle BDC, I have written construction DC only. Okay, right. OE parallel to DC. That is the construction we have written here, right? OE parallel to DC. Now, we have got OE parallel to DC. Then what we can write there? What we can write there? BO by OD equal to BE by EC only. BO by OD equal to BE by EC, right? So here we have got a BO by OD equal to BE by EC, the second equation. Now from one end to what is the conclusion we can make? You can see that the first equation right side and the second equation left side, they are equal. So other two parts are also equal. AO by CO equal to BE by EC. AO by CO equal to BE by EC. So what is this one? Ratios are equal. So just to check that in the diagram, which sides are equal there? AO by CO. See, right, that's one, this one. AO by CO equal to BE by EC here, right? Now the line division point is one, which one? O and E. Similarly, O and E is gone, means what is the remaining line we have to take? That means AB only. So here we can go for OE parallel to AB only, right? OE is there and AB is there. So OE parallel to AB. Now we got that OE parallel to AB. By construction we have written that OE parallel to DC also, right? OE parallel to DC also. Now what is the conclusion? OE parallel to AB we got. OE parallel to CD by construction. Now we got OE parallel to AB. What is the result? AB parallel to CD. That means we got one pair of opposite side is parallel in the quadrilateral ABCD. So what is the conclusion? ABCD is a trapezium. So here we have completed the last question also from this exercise. I think it is based on BPT theorem only. Except 10th question, I think everything is very quite easy only. You can go. Here what is given? Ratio is given. Ratio you should arrange AO by CO equal to BO by DO. That is the first equation. Now what we have applied by construction? We got the second equation, 1 and 2. By using 1 and 2, what we got? OA by OC equal to BE by EC. Now by using this one, you got one pair of opposite side is parallel. So what is the conclusion? ABCD is a trapezium. With this, today's class I'm winding up. Thank you.